Hi Taurus, welcome to your Modern Maven Tarot weekly reading for November 6th through November 12th. Just a quick recap that Saturn did just turn direct in Pisces on the 4th. So everything we have been reflecting on since about mid-June, take a look back because we're going to really start seeing some positive energy related to some blocks, fears, whatever our shadow, has been holding us back, because again, we're in the time of liberation, right? And doing things that really connect to our inner child and what our inner child has wanted for so long, okay? So we'll really be reflecting a lot this week still, even though it's turning direct. Big focus, hard work, and compassion. Now, this is something that comes naturally to Taurus, okay? So you should be in really good energy to face the very, very heavy energy that's coming, okay? But we're on the up, if you will, right? In that judgment era. And unfortunately, things are still going to be heavy and chaotic. However, the more of us that can really work on hard work and compassion, because again, there's a lot of hurt, okay? So giving thanks for everything you have, even when you feel, like things aren't going your way, really accepting certain chapters in your life have closed out and we're ready for something new. Another thing that's happening in the month of November is Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus, and this is really giving indications of lucky breaks, okay? So really pay attention to some synchronicities in your life that are opening up some doors in areas where you have been working on something, for a really long time, and all of a sudden it's all coming at you really fast, okay? So get excited, don't feel overwhelmed, and really, focusing on gratitude, okay? But yeah, biggest part I feel for this week is hard work, compassion, and then a reminder that we have that new moon in Scorpio on the 13th, which indicates taking big risks. So that energy of hard work and compassion that's coming from Saturn and Pisces and turning direct is really going to guide you on what risks are aligned with the Aquarian age and what risks are trying to pull you back into that shadow side of the Capricorn paradigm that is disappearing, at least from our collective view. Okay, so let us see what we got for Taurus for November 6th through November 12th, 2023. Yeah, this Scorpio new moon, it's going to be big, okay? And reminder that we need to, when it comes to risks, reactionary behavior, we really have to be mindful of considering old patterns, but not in a sense of fear, okay? Because that could be your shadow tricking you as well, thinking, oh, this is just going to bring me back to where I was, right? So the more you can stay centered, the more you can stay aligned, stay grounded. You're an earth sign, so definitely get out into nature. If you have a decision you need to make, maybe make it out in nature. But it's going to be big, but it's in the manner of the liberation that we've all been looking for. Wow. Awesome. So last week's energy coming into this week is the World card, and this is feeling your place in the universe. This is also some sort of karmic completion, right? I'm getting a visual of a book being closed. So there's something in your life that it's officially closing out. So give yourself a pat on the back. This is also ruled by Saturn. So again, Saturn turning direct. I'm really getting a very big indication of that Saturn and Pisces turning direct was the close in that book for you. Okay, you also might be noticing some synchronicities related to that. So take it how it resonates. But this is that liberation I'm talking about. He took the mask off. Why does he need the mask on? He can show himself exactly how he is. That's that type of freedom we have. And what's interesting is you have the Hermit for this week. So again, I'm getting a sense too of like a lot of this coming from your perception of the collective, okay? Because the major arcana are really connected to collective energy, right? And like events in the world. And then the minor arcana are, you know, your personal life. And so this is, I'm really getting a sense of things in the collective really activating this energy, okay? The Hermit, you know, is reminding you that the journey is within. So I'm thinking it's really getting back to the connection of you being the hero in your own journey, okay? And how important that is. And how solitude can really guide you, all right? And maybe you're identifying the ways in which you tune out your own voice by absorbing so much of the collective energy. So take that how it resonates, but this is great because this is your inner light, right? And I'm personally getting a sense that you're finally letting that inner light guide you, okay? And it's really activating something, and we'll clarify all this, so bear with me on that. But next week's energy is the Four of Wands. And so what I love about this is, like I said, next week is that new moon in Scorpio, okay? And this is, again, new moons, new beginnings, right? New journeys, new relationships, new careers. This is, again, that Capricorn paradigm and like the trickling down of the judgment era into our lives. And I'm really thinking, oh, and also Aries. And reminder, Aries, the North Node is in Aries right now. And North Node is your future, your destiny, you know, your calling, what you're meant to do. So this is all activating that energy for you. And this is also ruled by Venus and Aries, okay? And so this is finally being able to celebrate, okay? And perhaps like the collective energy, it's kind of like that, realizing when you're not in a situation as tragic as others, like that you have to celebrate and give gratitude for everything you have, okay? Again, it's seeing the positive and not the negative, and then by doing that, you're activating so much more into your life. But this also is like a sign of not only success, but just like good health, healthy relationships, you know what I mean? So this is absolutely wonderful to see, Taurus. I'm very excited for this energy for you. But yeah, there's definitely this sense of liberation for you. And I love it. I really think that you've gotten back to who you are. So however long this journey took you, reminder that you deserve it, okay? That's the biggest thing to always remember, Taurus. But I think also too, just that lucky breaks activation with Uranus and Jupiter. Now, granted, it's still retrograde, but it's in your sign. So you're getting some support. And that was the biggest thing with the overall collective astrology, was everybody getting some support in whatever it is that they've been working on, right? You've been working so hard, and finally the universe were like, listen, like, yeah, here, like, congratulations, you've done the work, right? But yeah, it's really about liberation. So let's clarify the world card last week for Taurus. Why is the world card here last week for Taurus? Interesting. Yep, so it might even be as, so the universe gives us challenges, right? Of like choosing. And the Seven of Coins indicates also, it's ruled by Saturn in Taurus, okay? So your fears. There's something here about finding what's worth working towards and what's not, okay? And this is part of your journey, really, is perhaps in your life, and this won't apply for everybody, but perhaps in your life there have been things that you have, worked hard. You're an earth sign, right? And you stick with it even though all the signs are telling you this isn't worth it, all right? But you are a hard worker, you take pride in it, you're a nurturer, and so you do it. But you have learned something that has shifted your energy away from that, all right? And knowing when there's a time to stick with something and when there's a time for something new. And this I love seeing, because this is saying that it's not overthinking it, okay? Perhaps like when you did make these decisions, it just like kept you up at night, you know, and like guilt and fear and all of these things that you finally have switched it around, and that's amazing to see. All right, so let's clarify the Hermit. I'd love to get some more clarity on this. Why is the Hermit here for this week's energy for Taurus? Why is the Hermit here? Because again, like a lot of Saturn retrograde reflecting, okay, since June. So see where you were in the middle of June. But it turning direct, we're taking all those lessons from that solitude of reflection and putting them into our 3D world, okay? So let's see, why is the Hermit here this week for Taurus? Why is the Hermit here this week for Taurus? Yep. You got the Devil as a clarifier. It's your shadow. It's the Saturn energy. You know, granted, the Devil is ruled by Capricorn, so if there is a Capricorn in your life, take that how it resonates. But I believe that the collective shadow has actually had a really big impact on you, okay? And you're also realizing, like, we only have so much time on Earth, you know? But going back to this Ace of Coins, I think that something might be coming up this week where your shadow is gonna like try and take back over and trick you. So take that how it resonates. It also is this idea of when we get to the sense of completion and celebration, we can fall back into patterns that we don't want to fall back into. So just be mindful of that, right? Because last week is you taking that mask off. This week, with a clarifier being putting that mask back on and being scared, okay? And if you just turn around, you'd see it's himself. But I do believe by taking some time out and really getting back to it, it's going to be great. So reminder, like this week is really heavy for everybody, okay? And for earth signs, obviously it's going to be extremely heavy. So if you need to take some time out and just be by yourself, don't feel any guilt, shame, or fear about that, okay? So let's clarify next week's Four of Wands. Why is the Four of Wands here next week for Taurus? Why is the Four of Wands here next week for Taurus? Yep. I'm telling you that it's that Saturn in Pisces turning direct is really activating something for you. Eight of Cups is walking away from something that, like I said, you have learned. You're understanding this now. You're getting it, okay? And it's activating some transformation. So don't see anything from this week as negative, because a reminder, next week is the new moon in Scorpio. We are ready to transform, okay, and leave something behind and follow a new path. And whether or not that new path is relationship or career related, it can just be a new path in your thinking, right? Your emotional well-being. This is literally ruled by Saturn and Pisces. So I'm telling you, there's something very, very important about the Saturn and Pisces placement. So please do yourself a favor and see what sign rules Saturn in your chart, and then see what house Pisces rules in your chart, and then see if you can connect some dots. And a reminder, if you don't have your birth chart, I always link Pam Gregory's free birth chart in every video description. She's an amazing astrologer. I also recommend subscribing to her because she talks through the astrology so well. But this is exciting, okay? So let's clarify with an empowering question, and then we'll close this out. You've got this, okay, Taurus? All right, so let's get an empowering question here for Taurus. Empowering question for Taurus for the week of November 6th through November 12th, 2023. November 6th through November 12th, 2023. All right. Interesting that it falls right on this Eight of Cups, Saturn and Pisces. Yeah, first, what was I intended to do in this life? obviously connected to that. And I think this is most important for this week is, would I be proud of myself if I spoke to other people in the same way as I speak my thoughts to me? How do my thoughts speak to me? Okay? Would I be proud of myself if I spoke to other people in the same way as my thoughts speak to me? How do my thoughts speak to me? This is really important for your self-worth, okay? So I hope that you enjoyed this reading, Taurus. If you did, please do like, comment, and share with other people you think it might resonate with. Also, please subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot on YouTube so you get notifications of when new videos do pop up. And a reminder, check your sun, moon, and rising for a more in-depth look at the week ahead. I would also check out your Saturn and watch the sign that rules your Saturn, because you might get some clarity on how to move past those blocked fears, okay? But this is wonderful, huge, gigantic, transformational energy. You deserve it. Feel your place in the universe. Accept who you are, and have a wonderful week.